Welcome to Crochet the Beginning, Part 3. My name is Heather, and I would like to welcome you to Part 3. Last week, we went over how to add another row to a chain, and then I also showed you how to do single crochets, which is this row right here, and double crochets, which is this row right here. We did 2 rows of those together. Now, this week, I want to go over a half double crochet and a triple crochet, a slip stitch, single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, and a triple are the 5 main stitches that build up any crochet pattern. So I have my coffee right here. Just trying 7 Brew coffee today. Apparently, their dirty chai, which basically is espresso and chai tea, is really, really good. And I've got our standard blue yarn here, Red Heart Super Saver, nothing fancy, and my beautiful ferrule hook. Again, I'm using a size L, which is a 7.0 millimeter, which is way too big for this yarn, but I crochet very, very tight. And so if I want to actually show any definition in my stitches, I need to use a bigger hook. I have tried to break myself of crocheting tightly, but apparently my hands just don't get that understanding. So, shall we get started? We're going to start with a half double crochet, which is basically half the size of one of these double crochets right here. So you have, it's this width, but a half double crochet is going to be just a little taller than this single crochet down here. So it's simple to do. So all you do is pick up your yarn. I just went this way on my row. So now we're going to turn around and go back, and we're going to make half double crochets. So you chain 2 and turn your work. Now, let me get all situated here. Okay. Wrap your yarn just like you would do for a double crochet. Okay. Put it in the hole, grab the yarn, pull it out. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Count them. 1, 2, 3. So to do a half double crochet, it's very simple. It's basically the same thing as a single crochet, except instead of 2 loops, you're going to go through 3 loops. Okay, so grab the yarn and pull through 3 loops. And that is a half double crochet. Let's do that again. Yarn over, stick your hook through your next hole, pull up, grab, and pull through 3. Okay, let's just go ahead and do half double crochets all the way across. So give me yarn over in the stitch, pull up a loop, grab the yarn, pull through. Yarn over into the stitch, grab the yarn, pull up, and then grab yarn and pull through. Yarn over into the stitch, grab the yarn, pull through, grab the yarn again, pull through all 3 loops. Okay, we're just going to do this all the way across. And if you are new here, this is basically my way of showing someone how to crochet who's never touched a hook or anything, or just a simple refresher for those of us who crochet and just needs a little bit of refreshing on how things are done. Maybe they stepped away from the craft for a while and they're just wanting to get back into it. No biggie. I'm hoping to help my friends and anybody else out there learn and enjoy this craft. There are two previous videos that go over the absolute basics. I try to upload once a week. That way you have plenty of time to go over and do things. So we're getting close to the end here. And I do want to touch on one little thing that has nothing to do with crochet. I would like to advise you that I am receiving nothing from this other than the fact that I am helping people. Anything that I recommend on here means that I use it in my own work and crafting. If I don't like something, I don't recommend it. If I talk about it, then it usually means that I think maybe somebody else might like it, but it doesn't work for me. Okay, so we are done with the row of half double crochets. Now, if you look, a half crochet is this tall, and the double crochets is about half of a double crochet. But if you notice, there are less spaces in between compared to the double crochets here. These have a bigger hole than the half double crochets. I find that if you like make a sweater or a cardigan, something like that, and you don't want to do full single crochets with almost no hole, but you don't want the full complete hole in between like on a double, a half double crochet works really, really well. It gives it a little bit of bulk and a little bit of structure without being stiff. I hope you understand what I'm saying there. Okay, so that's a half double crochet. Now, if you look at my swatch here, which is basically what we're making right now, is a swatch. So, if you'll notice, I get a little bit of curve on my edges here. That is because when I chain up, I'm going directly into this next stitch. If you want a perfectly straight line, kind of like what we've got on this side, then all you do is you just skip that first stitch and you should come up with a great, perfect straight line. I personally like this little round curve. I think it adds a little bit of definition. And plus, if I decide I don't want it when I'm through with my project, then I can just go around with a set of single crochets or slip stitches and go all the way around, and poof, it's gone. No biggie. And yes, if you're wondering why I have coffee at night when I make these, because it is currently about 8 o'clock at night. I work nights, and so I don't wake up until about 3 or 4, and then go into work. So everything gets done at night. So for me, it's still morning. Okay, so excuse the squeaky noises. My dogs have decided they want to play. And apparently I forgot their toys got left in my recording room for some reason. I didn't realize that. But if you want to see the munchkins, Dexter, there they are. There's the children. Those are my babies. I don't have children, but I have fur children. Okay, so I'm sorry I got off on a tangent there. I apologize. So, anyway, back to the swatch here. We talked about the edges. If you notice that my top up here is a lot more stretchy than my bottom chain is, and that's because this chain doesn't have any elastic to it, whereas this side does. This is a common problem when you make things start with a starting chain. In a future lesson down the road, once I get a little more practice using it, I will show you how to do a foundation chain, which will provide an elastic base just like the top up here at the bottom. I am still learning how to do it. So this is one of those cases of where I don't know everything, and until I am comfortable doing it, I am not comfortable showing anybody else how to do it. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait just a few more lessons for it. I am working on it, but I'm not quite there yet. So that's the issue here. That's why we always tell you for your beginning chain, make it loose. Even if you need to go up a few sizes and do it that way. There are other ways to do, like if you're doing a sweater band, a neck band, something like that. But most of the time you will be okay like this. But you can see here that my stitches is going out diagonal. That's part of this. When you block it and you pin it out, you can stretch it out to where you don't have that. And part of it is the simple fact that we're going from single crochets to double crochets to single crochets, double crochets, single crochets, double crochets, half double crochets. We are adding width on top of length to the stitches. But this is a practice. I am not having you do anything functional. Okay. This is meant just to be done, practiced on, and then either taken back out, frogging, as you might call, or ripping out, back down to the very basics again to actually do something functional. And I'm probably going to, once we get the sizes done, once we get through all the stitches, and I've gone over some of the pattern reading things and all that, we will create like a scarf or something, even just a coaster. We will do something functional, I promise. Just bear with me. Okay. So now that we have a half double crochets, let's go ahead and try to do some triple crochets. Now, a triple crochet is like you would think is how many times you wrap the yarn around your hook. That's how you build height. Okay? So this is a double crochet. So a triple crochet, that would be wrapping the yarn twice. Okay? No biggie. Nothing to be scared of. I promise. This is going to be quite nice and easy. If you hear me snap my fingers, I apologize. The children are starting to get rambunctious. And yes, I know a lot of people do not let their dogs and cats in with them while they record. My dogs know and have always been around us no matter what. They are raised pretty much like a child with manners, of course. And yes, I know a lot of people will not agree with it, but you know what? This is how we choose to raise our dogs. We've had these both since puppies, and so they don't know what to do without us. If I was home and locked away from them in my room, they'd be outside howling and barking. And we have tried before, but after about 30 minutes of them howling and barking, I can't do it anymore. So they just stay with us. But so I apologize if you hear them squeaking, if you see them moving or anything. Just ignore them, throw them in the back of your mind. So, okay, so now we're going to do some triples. So, okay, in order to do a triple, I promise it's easy. Okay, so for a double, we chained up 2 stitches. For a triple, we are going to chain up 3. 1, 2, 3. Now turn the work. Okay, now to do a triple, all you do is wrap yarn twice, put your hook into the stitch, grab it, pull it up, and you have 4 loops on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, grab the yarn, pull through 2 loops, just 2, okay? Grab the yarn, pull through 2 more, okay? And then grab the yarn and pull through the last 2, okay? That is a triple stitch. That's a triple crochet stitch, okay? These are usually triples are usually referenced as a TST or a TC, okay? Apparently, we had to have another toy. These are usually listed as a TC. Now, see how tall that thing is? That is very tall. And if you look closely, I think you can see that here. You can see the loops that you pulled through. And there are 3 loops. One right here, and one right there. So, in order to, let's do that again. Wrap the yarn twice. Stick the hook in the stitch, in the next stitch. Grab the yarn, pull it up. You may have to pull down a little bit in order to get your loops to line up just right, but that's okay. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab the yarn, pull through 2 stitch loops, grab the yarn, pull through 2 more loops, and grab the yarn and pull through the last 2 loops. Okay? So let's go ahead and do that for the rest of the way across. Yarn over twice, into the stitch, pull the loop up, grab and pull through 2 loops, grab and pull through 2 loops, and through the last 2 loops. Most of the time, I will be perfectly honest with you, and all the patterns that I have seen, triple crochets and bigger are not used very often. And once we get through with this row, I will tell you why I think that is. Again, I am no master of this. I am no expert. I still find new things that I have to learn how to do. But we are progressing and learning. So 4 loops on 3 loop. See, I just lost 1 loop. Stick it in the stitch, pull, grab yarn, pull up, pull through 2 loops, grab and pull through 2 loops, grab and pull through the last 2 loops. Yarn over twice, into the stitch, pull up, yarn, grab the yarn, pull through 2 loops, grab the yarn, pull through 2 loops, grab the yarn, and pull through the last 2. Yarn over twice, through the stitch, pull the loop up, grab and pull through 2 loops, grab and pull through 2 loops, grab and pull through the last 2 loops. Yarn over twice, hook through the next stitch, yarn over and grab, pull through 2, grab and pull through 2, grab and pull through 2. Yarn over twice, grab and pull through the stitch, grab and pull through 2 loops, grab and pull through 2 loops, grab and pull through 2 loops. Yarn over twice, into the stitch, grab and pull through, grab and pull through 2 loops, 2 loops, and 2 loops. yarn over twice, stick it into the next stitch, grab and pull through, pull up a loop, 4 loops on the hook, grab and pull through 2 loops, grab and pull through 2 loops, grab and pull through the last 2 loops. So yarn over twice, stick in the next stitch, yarn, pull up, grab and pull through 2 loops, grab, pull through 2 loops, grab and pull through 2 loops. There's 2 more stitches on my swatch here. And then we will sit and talk about what we've done today. And I will give you your stitch work or homework, or however you want to consider it. Okay. Oh, there's also another nifty little trick for these. You know, these safety pin stitch markers that I told you about. I forgot to tell you this the last 2 times. Okay. So say you're here, you're at this point and you're done. You're ready to quit for the night, whatever, but you're worried that your hook's going to come out. 9 times out of 10 it's not going to, but if you really want to be sure, pull the loop up till you get a nice looking loop. Open up one of these types of stitch markers and put it inside the loop to where it's sitting like that. Close it, and then you can pull through, and oh, doesn't matter. It's not going anywhere. It's holding that stitch. And then in order to start crocheting again, just pull up your loop again, put your hook in, and take your stitch marker out. And no worries. Okay, so this time we went over half double crochets and triples and triple crochets. Okay, now this is my opinion only. I do not find a lot of designers use these triples, and I think a lot of the reason why is look at all this space, these holes in between each stitch. It is a lot of space. Now, if you're making like a swimsuit cover up or something like that, something that you don't care if it is see-through, these are perfect. No biggie. Because if you look at the difference between the 3 here, this is the half, this is the double, and this is the triple. The double crochet has a decent sized amount of space in between my stitches. The halves have very little space, but just a little bit of peepholes, whereas the triples have a lot. Now, I have seen mesh bags, grocery bags, things like that, and they utilize a lot of these triples because they want the extra stretch. Because, I mean, look at this. When you stretch, look at all that space you have. You have even more with it than you do any of the others. Sorry, I hate that stretch. It's not my thing. So that is a half double crochet and a triple. Remember, the half double crochets are just like the double crochets, other than the fact you pull through all 3 loops on your hook at one time. Okay? And that makes a half. A triple is just wrap the yarn twice, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, grab the yarn, and pull through 2 loops until you are down to 1 loop on your hook. And that's it. So what I would like for you to do next week is have another row of half double crochets and another row of triple crochets for me. Okay? Now, here's another little thing. I am not going to be near my video equipment or have the ability to record a video for you next week. If I can get another video recorded this week, I will have another one up for you. But I don't make any promises. So if there is not a video next Wednesday, means I have not had a chance to make another video. And I will be back the week after, just like normal. I am going on a little vacation and I will not have access to where I'm at right now. And don't know if the B&B that I'm staying at will have the ability to have a recording area set. So instead of me promising you that I will always have it, I would rather tell you that it may not happen. I will try, but it's going to depend on my household and my life at the moment. It's a little busy trying to get ready to leave. But so when I see you again, I would like to have you have practiced your half double crochets and your triple crochets. And next video will either be going over reading a pattern or we may start doing granny squares. I'm kind of leaning more towards doing a pattern, but I'm not 100% sold on it yet. So bear with me because we may just do granny squares because I can do a granny square without having to have a pattern. And I just have to write one up real quickly for everybody. It's just getting the time to get it done between doing the housework and everything else. And I know everybody has to do it. I understand. I have to work on my time structures. My time structuring is really, really bad. So just bear with me. And the next time I see you, we will try to go over pattern reading. Okay? All right. Thank you. And I hope you've had a wonderful experience with me. Just as a last reminder, please like and subscribe to my channel and to my videos. If you like what you see, if you have any suggestions or would like me to cover any certain topic, please leave me a message and I will add it to my list of things to do. All right. Thank you and have a wonderful day.